Finally reviewing Rasasi Hawas, the beast from Middle East. It has been on the hype trend for a very long time. It has gained a lot of fame very quickly. Hawas is now the most popular and bestseller fragrance from the house of Rasasi, even leaving the best ones like Layu Kawam, Darij, Shura Fatan and Al Wisam behind in line, and now this one is the most popular and bestseller. The reason for its popularity, as all of you know, this is a clone of Paco Rabanne Invictus, but this is not an exact clone. This is like Rasasi's fruitier take on Invictus, but this is not an exact clone. I will tell you everything you need to know about Rasasi Hawas in this video, beginning with the presentation. So first of all, even the cellophane wrap, you guys know this is even of high quality. This is more thicker than I get on the other fragrances, so this is a good thing. Beginning with the presentation, so up front you see Hawas here for him, EDP concentration 100 ml, and this is a border of snake skin around the Hawas. On the top you get Rasasi, on the bottom you get other information like batch code, and this particular batch is from 2022, August of 2022. On the back you get more information, keep out of reach of children and things like that. It's a simple black box, and I do like this snake skin type of border, and this snake is also going to be on the bottle. So amazing light purple and a high quality glass bottle with a very heavy metal lid, and as you guys can see, this has a python wrapped around the metal lid cap, and this is a good theme matching. The python is here. I think half of the python is here and half of the python is on the box, so this is kind of giving a seductive kind of a look. And the atomizer for this sprayer is also amazing. Let me zoom it in. You guys can see it shoots very far, and the atomizer is really amazing. I like it. The notes for this fragrance, so you can see the notes of Fragrantica and Perfumo, but I will tell you the official notes from the Rasasi's website. So in the top, this has apple, bergamot, lemon and cinnamon. In the heart it has orange blossom, cardamom and plum. In the base it has patchouli, grey amber, driftwood and musk. But also on the side, Rasasi mentions that this has a freshness of pear and pineapple in the top, and in the heart it has an aquatic heart with melon and violet, and in the base it has a mix of woods like sandalwood, cedarwood and ambergris. So I will tell you what I can get from this because all of the notes are so messed up here. So I'll just get a small spritz again. So first of all, yes, it is synthetic. The opening is synthetic just for a minute, but it is not very synthetic like other fragrances, and this is very different. Like, you know guys, on the skin this gets like, on my skin this gets like a kind of warm, kind of salty, aquatic, and on the clothes it is more fresh. I like it on the clothes but not on my skin, but well, every skin reacts differently to every fragrance, so it might not be the case for you. But on my skin I really don't like it that much, but on the clothes I love the opening from the start till the end. I love this freshness of this Hawas, but I don't really like it on the skin. The clothes and the paper, it is so much better. So let's get back to the opening. It is the freshness and the fruitiness of pear. It is sweet. It is kind of an aquatic fruity note with another fresh juicy fruity note of pineapple. It is slightly metallic, and yet another fruity sweet green sour note of green apple, and this does have the citruses of bergamot with a little bit of lemon in the background, but this is more fruity than the citruses, and this is like the perfect fruity citrus balance for me. And this does have a touch of spicy warmth from the cinnamon, but the cinnamon is like barely traceable. I really love the opening. The opening is like very fresh, fruity citrus. It is, as this goes to the heart notes, this gets even more amazing. It is aquatic, and I don't really get a direct note of melon, but I do get the juicy fruity vibe like melon, so I think it is melon. And this does have a sweety, airy, powdery effect from the violet and a bit of cardamom freshness. I don't really get the orange blossom because the heart is too aquatic. This is too fresh, too good. This is like the point where Hawas turns into an aquatic bubblegum king, which I really love. I really love this heart notes. This does have a sensual, juicy, fruity scent from the plum, just like the color. This color and the plum color is the same, and this does have this sensual kind of a juicy fruit like plum. And as this goes to the dry down, Rasasi says it is a mix of woods, but the only wood that I can get is the driftwood, which is kind of a woody note with a salty aromatic nuance, and I cannot really get other wood because this is so fruity, juicy, aquatic, fresh. I don't get any more woods other than the driftwood, but I do get the warmth of amber. It is very little, and this does have a hint of high quality musk, very airy, very little in the background. The patchouli is giving it a bit of depth and darkness, and the ambergris giving it the skin-like salty worm effect. I really like this. Hawas from the opening till the dry down is really amazing. I love it. So is Hawas a clone? First of all, this is very close to Invictus 2013, but this is more fruity take on Invictus from Rasasi. But Invictus 2013 is discontinued and the prices are very high and the performance is not as good as Hawas is, and this is more long lasting than the Invictus 2013. Now the Invictus 2016, again, this is not as fruity as Hawas. Hawas is more fruitier than both of the Invictus 2016 and 13 and even the 18 one. Hawas has similarities to Invictus 2013, 16 and 18, but it is not the same. It is a bit different than every Invictus you see, the versions of Invictus. It is different than all of the three of those. So in short, Hawas is a beast. If I compare it to any one of the Invictus 2013, 16 or 18, it can beat all the three of them easily because this is more long lasting. It is another similar fragrance, but again, it has a little bit of differences. It is, in my opinion, it is more powdery than Hawas, and the performance of Legend Spirit is very poor compared to Hawas, and also a few more similar fragrances like Azaro Wanted and Zara. All of these have similarities, but the best beast performance approved is the only Hawas from my side. If you like the DNA like aquatic fruity citruses, I do recommend you guys to already get Hawas. You can see the pros and the cons for this fragrance Hawas and also see what I have voted for the pros and cons. Overall, this is a bubblegum aquatic king. It smells seductive and sexy. It is very fresh, easy, extremely versatile, best for the summer season, and this can actually cut through the harsh winter times. Hawas will always get you compliments. It is a mass appealing fragrance. It's a people pleaser. The hype about this fragrance is very real. The Beast from the Middle East is very amazing fragrance, and this is really good for the young crowd. A universally appealing scent. Compliments are literally guaranteed. Though this is not as unique as you might think, but still this is not as common as Dior Sauvage. So this can get more sweet and warm on the skin, while on the clothes and the paper it stays more fresh. The perfect balance of aquatic fruits, sweet fresh, bubble gum, soapy clean vibe. I really love this fragrance, and I do advise you guys not to heavy spray this, especially in the summer times. If I do a fair rating for this fragrance, so on Fragrantica it is rated 4.39 out of 5, which is very high rating, and on Perfumo it is rated 7.9 out of 10, which is also good. The longevity I rated at 10 out of 10. It is a beastly performing fragrance. It gives me like 15 to 20 hours, at least plus 15 to 20 hours. I can still smell this fragrance even the next day, so I rated it eternal because it is eternal for me, especially this 2020 batch. The sillage I again rated a 10 out of 10. This is a room filler, 2 spritz fills the room, and this radiates about 6 to 7 feet like a beast, so I rated it an enormous. The projection, a 10 out of 10 again, projects all day long. For the first 8 to 10 hours the projection is super good, so a 10 out of 10 again. The type for this fragrance, so this is fresh, fruity, sweet, aquatic, a bit synthetic. The audience, any age can easily wear this. It doesn't matter if you are old or young, any age can rock this, but in my opinion the young crowd will really love this. The gender, it is totally a male fragrance, but in my opinion a woman can even wear this because of the fruity aquatic vibe. So it is recommended for spring, summer and fall, but this can actually cut through the harsh winter times. I have already tried it and many people have tried it, and it does work in the winter times very good. The occasions, this is best for clubbing, dates, gym time, office, leisure, night out, business. Like this works in every occasion. The price tag, so I had gotten this fragrance for like $30 at that time. It was not on the hype train, and now it is on the hype train, so it is around $40 and $50. But even around $50, I will still rate this a 10 out of 10.